In August 1994, Paul Freeman was exploring Oregon's Blue Mountains when he filmed some interesting footage.
Oh, there he goes. Jesus.
His camera first showed large, human-like footprints pressed into muddy ground, with skin ridges too detailed to be fake. As he followed the trail, a tall, hairy figure appeared about 50 yards ahead, walking upright with a smooth, natural stride. That short clip, later called the Freeman footage, remains one of the most debated Bigfoot sightings ever caught on film. A man was peacefully hiking through the mountains of Peru when suddenly he spotted something strange on the cliffs ahead. From a distance, it looked like a person, but the figure was massive, too large to be human. As the camera zoomed in, the shape became clearer. It moved like a human, step by step across the rocky slopes, yet its size didn't make sense compared to the ridges nearby. Many were convinced the man had captured something extraordinary, a real giant wandering through the mountains of Peru. In June 2015, a group of hikers set out on a weekend camping trip. They had no idea that one night in those woods would stay with them forever.
Minchia, facciamo un bello spinello allora di chi tu possa secondario. Oh, ma che cos'è, ragazzi? Ma che da minchia cosa? Oh, ecco, un Bigfoot! Un Bigfoot! Grazie da bene! Guarda, no, scappa! E qui nudo, dai cavalli! Guarda, occhio, prendetelo! Sto scappando! Sto scappando! Oh no, è scappato!
The footage they captured is grainy but chilling. As one of them filmed the quiet forest, a dark figure suddenly moved between the trees, fast. Because of the poor quality, it's impossible to say for sure what they captured that day, but whatever it was, it left them terrified. In 2007, a trail camera in northwest Pennsylvania captured 3 strange images. The first showed bear cubs. Minutes later, 2 more photos revealed a crouched ape-like figure sniffing the ground. Experts compared its limb ratios and posture, claiming it looked more like a primate than a bear. Officials dismissed it as a mangy bear, but many disagreed. The camera owner, or Jacob's photos, sparked one of the biggest debates in wildlife research. Even today, the mysterious Jacob's creature remains unexplained. On October 13th, 2025, this video was filmed by tourists on a jungle tour in the Amazon. Take a look.
Oh my God, do you see that? Wait, hold on.
I'm zooming.
Listen.
Huge.
Keep the camera on it. Oh, it's moving. It's going deeper.
I got it. I got it.
The creature looked too human-like to be an ape and soon vanished into the forest. When they posted it online, some people thought it was fake, while others believed it could be proof of an unknown species. For centuries, Amazon tribes have spoken of the Mapinguari, a large, red-haired creature said to roam the deep forest. Hunters and explorers have also reported strange footprints and eerie howls. The creature remains a mystery. In 2012, a group of students near Pocatello, Idaho, was filming a school project when their camera caught a tall, dark figure among the trees. It had broad shoulders and moved slowly into the woods, unlike any normal hiker. The video spread quickly, especially after Dr. Jeff Muldrum from Idaho State University said its proportions matched Bigfoot reports. It even appeared on Finding Bigfoot, gaining national attention. No one ever proved it fake or claimed responsibility. Locals still talk about it, a strange moment captured by students who never expected to find anything unusual. These photos were captured by a trail camera at an unknown location. In the first image, a dark silhouette can be seen lurking behind a tree. In the next frame, the same figure seems to have moved forward. Its shape becomes clearer: a head, a broad chest, and 2 arms. In the final image, the creature stands in full view, tall and muscular, resembling what many call Bigfoot. The poster can't explain it, but doubts it's just a person. Apparently, the area is extremely private. And that's exactly why he didn't share the location, afraid Bigfoot enthusiasts would overrun it. While driving through a dense forest in Utah, 2 men turned a corner and saw this. Something massive was standing between the trees. It wasn't just an animal. It looked too big, too dark, and it vanished the moment they came around the bend. Curious, they stopped to look around and found these.
There's the footprint. We've got it casted. Here's the stride. It's a 6-foot stride. What was it, Brody? 70 inches? 72 inches was the stride. And there's the other print. We're not casting this one. The toes aren't as definitive. But this footprint over here was so fresh that the vegetation, and we already filmed it and took pictures, but the vegetation underneath the print are still pressed down, and it had great toes. We overfilled it like you're supposed to. The tops of the cast is not the important part. It's the underneath, the impression underneath. Almost 19 inches long in length from heel to toe. It's about 8.5 inches wide, and we're really excited. This is the biggest footprint that we've ever seen. It's a very active spot. I'm panning around a little bit, showing viewers where I'm at. We come from that direction. The storm's rolling in, it's picking up. It's a real squatchy area. It's very squatchy. A lot of food sources: elderberries, Oregon grapes, raspberries, strawberries, huckleberries. Here's the 72-inch stride of what has to be just a massive male that's moved into the area.
Huge, fresh footprints in the dirt, each one nearly 19 inches long and 9 inches wide. Could these tracks have come from the same figure they saw that day? A trail camera in a snowy forest caught something unusual one early morning. Its movement looked human, but big. Yet when zoomed in, you can see what looks like clothing, and the figure doesn't appear as broad as Bigfoot should. Its walk almost seems too human. Still, I get the confusion. What would anyone be doing in the middle of the forest, off trail, at that time? In 2021, this strange video surfaced from British Columbia showing a massive dark figure moving smoothly through the woods. The filmer, Harley Hoffman, captured what appeared to be visible muscles and natural movement, details too real for a costume. 5 years later, the footage appeared on YouTube, hosted by his brother Hutch. Soon after, both vanished from public view, leaving behind one of the most mysterious Bigfoot clips ever recorded. In a quiet forest, a group of hikers found a huge rock resting on a broken tree. It looked like it had been thrown with great force. There was no road or cliff nearby, making it hard to explain how it got there. The tree trunk was split cleanly, as if something heavy had fallen from above. Locals believe it could be the work of Bigfoot. They say the creature often throws rocks and breaks trees to mark its territory. However, the mystery remains. In 2019, a man was reviewing footage from his trail camera when he noticed something terrifying. A dark figure standing beside a tree, roughly 6 to 7 feet tall. After enhancing the image, investigators realized it didn't match a bear or an ape. It had no visible snout, and its arms appeared unusually long. No known animal fit the shape, leading many to believe the camera had captured Bigfoot. A channel called Oklahoma Adventures uploaded a video that stunned the Bigfoot community. The team went deep into a forest known for strange sightings, and they heard heavy movements in the distance, like something dragging itself through the woods. And then came scattered bones and odd footprints that didn't match any known animal. Later, their camera caught this. A huge black figure lurking from far away. The hikers didn't even notice it and kept walking. But that night, their trail cam picked up the figure again, this time watching a deer in silence. But there's another encounter from the Oklahoma Adventures team. While exploring a dense forest, they suddenly spotted something moving behind a tree. When they zoomed in to figure out what it was, they saw something unbelievable. According to them, it growled, like a warning to stay away. At first, it looked like a gorilla, but there are no wild apes in Oklahoma. That left only one explanation: Bigfoot. But what are the odds they managed to capture it on camera twice? The Sasquatch Outpost channel shared a video reportedly filmed with a night vision camera in the Lost Creek wilderness on February 16, 2019, around 1 a.m. At first, it showed only a quiet forest. Then, behind a tree, a dark head with two glowing eyes appeared, staring directly at the camera. The next morning, the man who filmed it, Jim, returned to investigate. What he found only deepened the mystery. A fallen log lay exactly where the face had been, but nothing there could have reflected infrared light. In 2013, a YouTube user named Wargun uploaded a short clip. Take a look.
Look at that! Oh my gosh! Look at it go. Come on, camera, focus. It's gone. Wait. There it is. There it goes. Oh my goodness.
The video, later stabilized by Adam B., went viral fast. Some said the creature's stride matched the Patterson-Gimlin footage, while others laughed it off as a man in a suit, saying their reaction didn't feel genuine. What do you think? On October 12, 2025, a man was walking through a small forest in Idaho as the sun began to set. He noticed two upright figures moving in the distance, one large and one small. He pulled out his phone and recorded a short video that quickly went viral. The caption read, "Bigfoot and baby seen in Idaho." But was it truly a Bigfoot family, or just a human family in costumes? Two friends were in the woods when they spotted something big that didn't seem like it belonged there.
I see, it's right there.
Whether it was actually something or just a tree stump is unknown, as they never shared any further details. Can you tell what it is? While reviewing his trail cam footage, this man noticed something unusual. The video shows a black bear, nothing strange at first, until a massive creature appears beside it, making the bear look surprisingly small. The larger animal has thick, hanging fur and a heavy, rounded build, almost like a domestic yak, sometimes called a hairy cattle or grunting ox. But the behavior didn't make sense. Bears don't normally follow yaks. That's why many people began to question whether the bigger creature was a yak at all, or whether the camera had captured something completely unknown. A group of friends in France were spending time in the woods, recording their day. They had set up a small basketball court surrounded by their cars. While filming, a sharp sound came from a nearby forest. Curious, the person with the camera walked closer. Then, he saw this. Everyone froze. He tried to move closer, but his friends stopped him. They left shortly after, still wondering what they saw. Reddit user Taden Tracker said his great-uncle took these photos in the woods of his farm in northwestern Wisconsin, sometime around 1984. The uncle had spent years in the military, but never spoke much about it. Yet this one thing, these photos and a short video, he talked about all the time. The video was later lightened and slowed down. Some say it looks like a man running, others think it's something else. Whatever it was, it clearly left a mark on him. Two hikers at Mount St. Helens came across a creature walking through the grass. At first, they thought it was a bear, but while taking photos, they realized it looked nothing like one. It walked slowly, upright but hunched forward, and didn't react to them. Zooming in, its face looked partly hairless, almost human, like an ape. Some called it fake or a man in a suit. Others pointed out its grey hair and weak build, suggesting it could be an older Bigfoot. Maybe that's why it seemed so unbothered. The sighting took place near Ape Canyon, an area known for Bigfoot legends dating back to 1924, when a group of miners reported being attacked by ape-like creatures that threw boulders at their cabin. Adding to the lore, in the 1970s and 1980s, several reports emerged of mysterious bodies and skeletal remains found in the Mount St. Helens region. Local searchers claimed to have discovered partially decomposed human-like bodies with unusual proportions, which some researchers believe could have been Bigfoot. These findings were never fully verified, fueling decades of speculation and adding to the mountain's reputation as a Bigfoot hotspot. Suddenly, these photos don't seem too unbelievable. A woman was hiking alone in a quiet California forest when she suddenly felt like someone was watching her. She stopped and looked around, but saw nothing.
Are you able to see it on the picture?
Yes, look.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Then, when she lifted her camera to zoom in, she noticed a dark shape. It was huge, still, and strangely human-like. She managed to film it before it disappeared into the trees. Was it really Bigfoot, or just the forest playing tricks on her eyes? While hiking deep in the woods, someone thought they saw a face between the branches. They grabbed their phone to record and get a better look. Then they left immediately, feeling a little freaked out. But when the footage was played back, the hikers still couldn't tell if what they saw was real. Some commenters said they could clearly see a face hiding in the leaves, others weren't so sure. It might just be a trick of the mind, a case of pareidolia. Was it really a creature or just imagination? No one knows for sure. Jenny and Kelly found large footprints near a swamp close to Marsh Peak. On their next trip, Duke and Kelly discovered similar tracks again, each shaped like a giant human foot. They weren't claiming it was Bigfoot, but the size and shape were hard to ignore. When they later reviewed their footage from that day, they noticed something in a still photo, a figure peeking. It also seemed to appear faintly in the video footage. Combined with all the other clues they found that day, it got them thinking. Was it real? In 2018, this video from Central Oregon showed up online.
Oh my god, what is that? Oh my god, it's fucking big. Can someone get the flashlight? Go get the flashlight, Eric. Holy fuck. What the fuck is that?
Nobody, everybody's inside. Where's Eric?
It's behind the bush again.
It's behind the ridge.
That's gotta be what that sound is.
A what?
It's behind the bush over there.
It was definitely on two legs.
Yes, it was walking.
The uploader said it was Bigfoot and claimed to have seen it several times before, chasing a deer. At first, many called the video fake and mocked the uploader, but when it resurfaced years later, people began noticing the details. The creature's long arms, its height, and how real the fear in their voices sounded.
Hey! Hey!
Oh, that's a fucking great.
Whatever it was, something massive moved through those Oregon woods that evening. One of many sightings in that area. Deep in Iowa's wilderness, two hunters were perched high in a tree stand when something below caught their attention.
Oh shit, this is not good. Not good. What the f?
A massive black-furred creature moved through the undergrowth. It had long arms, a heavy frame, and walked almost like a human. Low growls echoed through the trees. Some believe it was a hoax, others insist it was real. Interestingly, Iowa has documented over 70 encounters like this, dating all the way back to the 1970s. A trail camera deep in the snowy forests of Idaho captured something that stunned everyone. The photo showed an ape-like figure standing in the cold. Its thick black hair was covered in snow, and its bare face revealed human-like features. No one knows who placed the camera or when exactly it was triggered. The snow stuck to its fur suggests it had been roaming out there for a long time, surviving harsh weather. Idaho has a long history of Bigfoot sightings, so it could be real. But I'm not fully convinced. Are you? This clip from Russia claims to capture a real sighting of the legendary Yeti. From behind a tree, a huge figure appears. Its body is massive, covered in white fur, almost blending with the surroundings. It doesn't move like a bear, and it doesn't look like one either. But what makes it suspicious is the extremely poor quality. This hiker was deep in the woods of Michigan when she came across something strange. A footprint nearly 16 inches long, far too large to belong to any human. So what could have left a mark like this? In the Sayan Mountains, a hiker named Evgeny Lomakin filmed a strange figure walking along a river. The shape was tall, bent, and fully covered in hair, moving in a way no human would. Around the same time, hunters near Salakard discovered giant footprints deep in the snow, much larger than a man's. The trail turned sharply and disappeared into the forest. Many believe it was the Almasti, Russia's version of Bigfoot. This person was hiking in the Wallowa Mountains just 2 miles outside Joseph, Oregon, near the top of Wallowa Lake Tramway. He said he had stopped to take in the view when something moved between the trees. At first he thought it was another hiker, but then he saw this. A tall, dark, hairy figure standing half hidden behind a tree, watching. He froze, snapped a photo, and ran back down the trail. Many believe he captured proof of Bigfoot, a creature long rumored to roam the Oregon wilderness. A home security camera in East Texas captured a tall being moving behind a backyard fence. Online, some viewers believed it showed a Bigfoot-like figure. Others said it was just a person walking behind the fence, with light creating a stretched shadow. No solid proof has been found, but the homeowner said it didn't look like a neighbor. They think it's Bigfoot. In March 2012, a woman hiking near a frozen lake in Russia spotted something strange. A dark, human-like figure walking alone across the ice. She quickly snapped a photo and shared it online. Soon, people began claiming it was Bigfoot, carrying its young. Skeptics argued it was just a bundled-up man braving the cold. But with the distance and the blurry photo quality, no one can say for sure what or who was really out there on that frozen lake. In May 2025, a man uploaded a video claiming he was almost trapped by Bigfoot.
Hello? Oh. Let me find out there's a freaking Sasquatch looking at us. Wait a minute, this might be the real deal, everybody. We might be face to face with a Sasquatch right now.
While exploring a forest at night, his flashlight caught two glowing eyes. He joked at first, but once he realized it might actually be Bigfoot, he panicked and ran. But then, he fell into a hole.
Oh! Whoa, I just sank. Oh my God. What if that's a trap? Because look, he was sitting right there. He was standing right here when we saw him.
Some viewers believe it was a territorial Bigfoot guarding its land, but others think it was just an animal. Anyway, he got out safely, but confused. In 2023, a man living in the Ohio woods took this strange photo. He and his family spotted the figure twice near a fence close to a pile of dead chickens on a local farm. The creature stood about 500 yards away, completely black and moving stiffly, almost like a robot. It wasn't just them. More people across Ohio claimed to have seen the same eerie figure that year. All these eyewitnesses, there's got to be some truth to it, right? A hiker in North Carolina recorded a strange video during a night walk on the Appalachian Trail. Two glowing eyes appeared in the dark, staring straight at the camera. The man never believed in Bigfoot, but after watching the clip, he started to doubt himself. For some reason, he only shared a screenshot of the video online. On Reddit, some users said it was an owl, others thought it was a raccoon or just some other animal. And I agree, it could be anything. In the remote wilderness of Alaska, a camper suddenly heard rustling nearby. That's when he noticed it, a large, dark figure moving between the trees. It walked upright like a human, but its shape was far more ape-like. The sight matched countless old Bigfoot descriptions, fueling even more debate about the creature's existence. In 2013, a couple hiking near Mission, British Columbia, caught this on camera. Across a distant hill, a tall, dark figure walked slowly. The area was remote and hard to reach, making it unlikely to be a prank or a person in costume. The footage stayed unnoticed for years, but resurfaced, drawing attention from cryptid enthusiasts. Many believe it shows a real Bigfoot. What else could it be? A man was driving along a lonely forest trail. As he made his way deeper into the woods, something caught his eye up ahead. A tall, dark figure standing at the edge of the path. Startled, he grabbed his camera and snapped a photo. The image came out blurry, but the shape was clear enough to raise questions. It looked human, but not quite. The body was bulky and covered in what appeared to be thick, dark hair. Could this be actual proof of Bigfoot? In September 2012, Jim Harrison shared a video filmed near Shady Lake in Arkansas's Okachita National Forest. A family was camping in a secluded area when they heard movement around their campsite and began recording. Moments later, a large, hairy figure appeared. The camera caught it moving through the darkness before the person filming bolted in fear. Viewers were divided. Some dismissed it as a hoax, while others claimed it matched sightings of a creature long rumored to roam the region, Sasquatch. These new trail camera photos were taken in New York. Take a look. Its calf, shoulder, and triceps show clear muscle definition beneath the fur, which some believe point to a real living being. Some call it proof, others say it's just a costume. Imagine finding this on your trail camera though. Would you think it's real? A trail camera deep in the woods captured something strange, something many believe could be Bigfoot. The camera was placed close to the ground, and whatever passed by came extremely close to it. All that can be seen is a patch of long, wiry brown hair on the lower part of two thick, sturdy legs. It looked like something walking upright, brushing against the camera as it moved. Some say it could be a bear caught from an odd angle. Others insist the hair texture and body shape don't match any known animal. So was it a bear, or the closest glimpse yet of Bigfoot? During a hike through the forest, this person noticed something strange and snapped a photo. They later uploaded a black and white version of it to the Bigfoot subreddit. The image showed what looked like a dark figure lurking behind a tree stump. Some viewers were convinced it could be Bigfoot. Others immediately laughed it off, saying it was obviously just a stump, and in the end, most people agreed. There was nothing mysterious about it at all, just a tree stump in the right place at the right angle. But for a brief moment, people wondered if they were looking at the real thing. In 2021, a Reddit user visited Willow Creek, California, a place already famous for Bigfoot sightings. While hiking through the area, they captured something strange on camera. The photo showed a dark, human-shaped figure standing near the trees. Some people immediately claimed it was Bigfoot. Others dismissed it as nothing more than light and shadow. But the uploader wasn't so sure. They said the shape didn't match any tree, branch, or obstacle around it. So what exactly did they capture out there? On October 7th, 2025, this photo was reportedly captured by a trail camera deep in the wilderness, soon catching the attention of the Rocky Mountain Sasquatch organization. Experts pointed out one odd detail in the photo: the creature's walking posture. Its heel kicked up higher than a person's, something believed to help it move easily through rough brush or deep snow. But since the photo's source remains unclear, it naturally makes it suspicious. A camper hiking through a Canadian forest claimed he saw Bigfoot. He had been walking for hours, deep in the woods, when he noticed this. A tall, hairy figure moving through the trees. Canada, especially British Columbia, is known for such sightings, and many believe this could be real evidence of the creature's existence. A TikToker was recording a screen while using Google Maps on a tablet. He switched to Street View and stopped at a field surrounded by trees. As he moved the camera, a figure appeared. It had no clear face but seemed to stare straight into the lens. No one knows what it was. Some say it's just a statue or an Easter egg created by Google. But what if it's not? What if this is actually Bigfoot. A man was hiking up a mountain when he claimed to see a Bigfoot walking ahead of him. Take a look.
Bigfoot. Bigfoot went up into that cave. I just saw Bigfoot. Oh my God.
Sadly, he didn't capture the creature, only his reaction. Without proof, many doubt his claim. In April 2024, just days before the solar eclipse, two friends stayed at an Airbnb in the mountains of Mountain View, Arkansas. One night, while outside, they heard heavy footsteps echoing through the woods. They didn't see anything at the time, but later, their footage revealed something strange. A long, hairy arm appeared to reach out from behind a tree. Some believe the approaching eclipse might have drawn it out. But was it truly an arm, or could it simply have been a few tangled branches and leaves? A hiker went exploring in the mountains one evening. Through the forest, he saw something big and black moving along the slope. It walked upright before vanishing behind the trees. He only managed to capture a small part, which doesn't show much, but somehow that makes his story feel more believable. He wasn't sure what it was, but since many in North Carolina have reported similar sightings, he could only think of one thing: Bigfoot. Who knows? This mysterious video shows a tall creature moving quickly through the woods. It clearly resembles Bigfoot. I could find no background information on the video, so I don't know where it was filmed or by whom, which doesn't make it very convincing. A woman who often walked her dog through a quiet forest noticed something strange one evening. A tree she passed by almost every day looked different. Covered in thick moss and shaped oddly, it seemed to have taken on the form of a tall, shadowy figure. She snapped a photo and shared it online, where many thought it looked like Bigfoot. When she returned the next day, the tree was gone. She searched the same path but couldn't find it again. She can't explain it. While exploring the woods, someone came across an intriguing sight, filmed it, and shared it on Instagram for others to see. The video showed a dark human-sized figure sitting high on a tree. It looks like a gorilla or ape-like animal sitting on a tree branch. People online were divided. Some believed it was actual footage of Bigfoot, pointing to the creature's size and movement. Others were convinced it looked too human, possibly someone in a costume trying to pull a prank. A hiker was wandering through a foggy Washington forest when he came across something he couldn't explain. Somehow, he found the courage to film. The figure moved slowly, then disappeared into the fog. Viewers believe the creature took advantage of the fog, which lowers visibility and muffles sounds, making it easier for something large to stay hidden. But the person filming seemed so close. Too close? Or did he just zoom in? In Florida's Lettuce Lake Park, a strange figure was filmed moving through the swamp. As the camera followed it, the creature even appeared to grab something from the water. At first, people thought it was just a bear, but a park ranger later confirmed whatever this was, it wasn't a bear. The figure turned toward the camera and then slipped deeper into the swamp, before vanishing underwater, something no bear would ever do. Many believe the footage shows the skunk ape, a creature often described as a smaller, swamp-dwelling version of Bigfoot. Witnesses say it stands around 7 feet tall, covered in dark hair, with glowing eyes. In 2017, this photo was taken in Laurel, Maryland, near the Pawtuxent Research Refuge. The witness, Jeremy, saw a dark, upright figure while driving on Brock Bridge Road. The shape looked 7 to 8 feet tall, with long arms and a hunched posture, just like classic Bigfoot reports. Its head and shoulders peeked through the trees, but details were unclear. No footprints or follow-up evidence were ever found, leaving the sighting unexplained and open to belief. A man was hiking through the woods, recording his walk, when he noticed something behind him.
I swear I just saw something huge up the trail. Hold on. Do you see that? Right there. Oh my god. It's walking like a person, but that's not a person. Look at the size of it. It's going into the trees.
In the distance, a tall, broad, hairy figure can be seen, walking slowly before vanishing into the trees. Viewers were convinced, calling it some of the clearest Bigfoot footage ever. The movements looked natural. The distance made it believable. But experts later examined the clip and found mismatched lighting and strange frame artifacts. It turned out to be AI generated. Late one night at the Campsite Brewing Company in Covina, California, a security camera caught something strange. Near the edge of the frame, a tall, dark figure appeared. When the staff reviewed the footage the next morning, no one could explain what it was. Some said it looked human, others swore it resembled Bigfoot. To this day, no one has ever identified the mysterious figure caught on camera that night. While flying over a dense forest, this person captured something unbelievable. A large, dark figure can be seen running through the trees. Its long arms swing wide, almost touching the ground, before it disappears into the forest. So what did this person capture that day? Could it have been Bigfoot? A man with a telephoto lens spotted a strange figure near the Pacific Coast Highway in Huntington Beach, California. From about 100 yards away, it looked huge and hairy, maybe even Bigfoot. The photos came out clear, sparking excitement online. But when he zoomed in, the illusion broke. It wasn't a creature at all, just a person, probably sneaking off for a peaceful pee. What looked like fur was really just hair and clothing. For a brief moment though, Huntington Beach almost believed it had its own Bigfoot. A hiker was exploring a quiet forest when something strange caught his eye. In the distance, among the thick trees, stood a dark figure, partly hidden by the leaves. He zoomed in with his camera, but the low quality made it impossible to tell what he had really captured. The shape looked large, covered in black fur, and seemed to move slightly, as if it were watching him. This video was shared by Movie Guy 2 and filmed on March 8, 2023 in Yellowstone National Park. His friend saw two dark figures moving across a field and, thinking they were bears, started recording. Later, when he zoomed in and slowed down the footage, the figures appeared to be walking upright. He showed the footage to park rangers, who said it might be Bigfoot. But it's too blurry to truly make out. Could it just be people? A man and his father were camping deep in northern Michigan. While out searching for firewood, the man suddenly felt like something was watching him. When he looked up, he saw this. Shocked, he pulled out his phone and snapped a few photos before fear took over. He later described the figure as humanoid, but not human. Its body covered in short, matted fur, a flat nose, and a protruding forehead that gave it an almost ape-like appearance. He returned to the same spot later, hoping to see it again, but there was nothing. The photos are all that remain. A man captured this footage of a distant mountain peak, but as he zoomed in, something unusual appeared.
Thing's kind of creepy. It's like a person's silhouette up in them clouds. I'm sorry. If it was your mountain, I'm sorry I broke it.
Like a person's silhouette up in the clouds.
A tall, dark figure standing motionless at the top. It looked human, but larger, broader, almost like the legendary Bigfoot. Who or what else would be standing there in the cold wind? But since the location wasn't shared, it's hard to say for sure what it really was. A couple was hiking a service road near Mount St. Helens one summer. Suddenly, they began hearing strange sounds, grunts, whistles, and sharp clicks echoing through the forest. They called out, but no one answered. As they turned back, the noises followed, moving closer through the trees. The man quickly snapped a photo before they hurried away. Later, when they examined it closely, they noticed two figures in the frame. They insisted no person could have reached that hollow without sliding, falling, or getting seriously hurt. A man was camping with his son at Salt Fork State Park when they saw a dark shape moving through the trees. He managed to record this clip. They quickly left the park, too frightened to return. He later uploaded the footage to his channel, @Tausig, asking people to help identify the creature. The clip was stabilized, brightened, zoomed, and enhanced. It was clear that it was a bipedal creature, but due to the poor quality, the details remain unclear. YouTuber The Woods Master was hiking near a remote ridge when he spotted a large, dark figure.
Stuff. Up on that ridge, I had seen a black shape walk over to the edge, and then it just vanished that quick. I'm gonna go up there and see what we might see today.
Curious, he decided to climb up for a better look. That's when he saw it again. A massive shape shifting through the forest. Moments later, a knock echoed through the woods. He kept recording, but his heart was pounding.
Where'd it go? This part of it.
Fortunately, whatever was out there never came closer, and he made it out safely. A few years ago in West Virginia, a man captured this footage near his home. He was just filming a group of cows when he noticed something else in the background. It looked human, but bigger, and seemed to blend in with the forest, making it even harder to see. And of course, the footage is extremely blurry. Classic Bigfoot. Chris Dickinson, a Bigfoot researcher from Oklahoma, recorded an unsettling video in July 2020. While trekking deep in the forest, he noticed several fallen trees, arranged in a strange, deliberate pattern. Moments later, Chris spotted something.
I got something big and black back here. Look. Right in the middle of my screen. Right there.
But when he looked again, it was gone. Then came the sound, sharp cracks echoing through the trees. As he continued deeper, he found a peculiar structure, as if something had built it. And then, through the dense structure, he noticed this. A tall, dark figure standing still. Moments later, a deep growl rolled through the woods. Chris was convinced something intelligent was out there, watching and warning him to leave. And for more Bigfoot encounters, watch this next video.